Hello, Leon. It's your Zayde Mason. I'm here today to read you something a little bit different, although it's the same author. This is Eight Little Planets by Ferrie. And this one's actually a poem instead of general information. So, we've got, see, look, there's 8 little planets, and there's the sun, and there's all the planets. And look how happy they are. See? Yeah, they're all spinning around the sun. So, let us begin, all right? 8 little planets going around the sun. Could these little planets be having much fun? I think they are. 8 little planets with the sun at the center. See? Sun is at the center. Does each one wish it were a little bit better? Old, slow Neptune looks a bit behind. Orbiting the sun takes an awful long time because he's so far away. But the 8th little planet doesn't need to worry. It spins on its axis in a really big hurry. So he goes around the sun. It takes a really long time because he's so far away, but he spins really fast. Okay, so here's Uranus. I see Uranus seems really quite shy. It looks a bit weird spinning on one side. Yeah, Uranus is the only planet in the solar system that spins at a 90-degree angle instead of at a slight tilt or straight up and down with respect to the solar system's axis. But the 7th little planet still feels bold. It's pretty cool to be the most cold. He's also the coldest planet. Ooh, Saturn. So silly old Saturn looks far too busy. All these moonlets should make a planet dizzy. Oh, he has so many different moons, Saturn does. But the 6th little planet loves all those things. They help give the planet such beautiful rings. Yeah, and there was once upon a time a collision between two moons, and those created what are now the rings of Saturn, which are potentially slowly going away, but it's still beautiful. Now we're getting to Jupiter. Big stormy Jupiter looks weighed down with mass. 4 octillion pounds is a lot of gas. And look at Jupiter. Look at all those moons. Jupiter has all those moons. But the 5th little planet doesn't need to feel down, not with so many friendly moons around. And some of those moons, for both Saturn and Jupiter, might even have life on them. They've got hydrocarbons and all kinds of other good things. Now, it doesn't mention the asteroid belt. There's an asteroid belt in between Jupiter and Mars, so there aren't really any planets in there, but there's a lot of cool stuff in there to mine, and we might get there during your lifetime. Anyway, dry rid Mars, there's Mars, looks a bit rusty. All those storms can make a planet dusty. It has dust storms and lots of rust and iron and all kinds of other good things, and it even has a slight atmosphere. Not like Earth, so. But the 4th little planet never sheds a tear. It has the tallest mountain of any planet here. That's right. It has one of the tallest mountains in the solar system. And we might someday terraform that. Maybe again, even in your lifetime. Okay, now we're getting to Earth. You might have heard of Earth. Pale blue Earth should be filled with strife. It must be hard being home to all this life. Yep, it's got all this life and humans and dogs and cats and grass and trees and microbes. Look, it's even got satellites. We have a lot of satellites here. And it has a moon. But the 3rd little planet doesn't feel tense. It is quite proud to be the most dense. I don't know if it's the most dense. Maybe it is. I haven't checked. Okay, now we're down to the second one. Fiery Venus must feel rather fraught. 900-degree temperatures are so hot. But the 2nd little planet never cries. It loves being the brightest planet in the sky. Look at that. He's really close to the sun. He's not the closest. He's the second closest. Superfast Mercury, which is the first and closest planet, should sing a sad tune. It must get lonely without any moons. But the 1st little planet never feels bad. Being closest to the sun is a reason to feel glad. So, yes, that's right. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It's also tide-locked with the sun, which means that it rotates at the same time as it goes around the sun, such that one half of it always faces the sun, the same way our moon always faces us on the same side. 8 little planets with the sun at the center, proud to be unique, nothing could be better. 8 little planets going round the sun, being happy that what they are and ready for some fun. And look, they're all wearing party hats. Wow, those would be giant party hats. That would be crazy to see. Well, what it doesn't mention, Leon, is the fact that there is a potential for a 9th planet that we haven't found, and it might be really big, and we're still looking for it, and it might be really dark, but we're looking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. So there are 8 little planets. When I was a kid, there were 9 planets. You'll find out about that too. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is the villain in that story, in which case he has identified the fact that Pluto is not a planet. And in fact, that is very accurate. He's really a smart guy. And if we were to identify Pluto as a planet, we would have to identify so many other large bodies that are in like the asteroid belt and even circling Jupiter as planets instead of moons or asteroids. So it got downgraded, which isn't a bad thing. Anyway, that's it. That's 8 little planets. I love you very much, Leon, and I will talk to you next time with another good book, and I miss you, and I will see you soon, okay? This is your Zayde Mason checking out for now.